and today DJ Studios draws a randomized dragon. This was first done by Honeybeast. So basically you take these random numbers and you put them into this chart and figure out what traits correspond with that, and then you write them down and create that dragon. So we're gonna start with, is it a hybrid or pure? And see here, we just take that number and randomize it. And then this is a tribrid. Those are fun and complicated. This will be great. And that's down there where we write it. Now for what dragons we're going to get, we are going to get hopefully something cool colored, maybe? Sandwing. That's a pretty good one. I like the sails on the back of those. Those are fun to draw. And rainwing. Those are fun, especially sandwing rainwings with the frills and this. And leafwing. Okay, not my favorite, but I think it will go great together. We'll get some greens, blues, and yellows. So let's just write those down. Sand plus, thank you. Leaf plus rain, right? Rain, yes. Rain. I'm really good at spelling, guys. And let's see, for her personality. For her negative personality trait, we are going to get rude. That's a fun one to try to put into a dragon's facial expressions. And we are going to get, for her positive traits, we are going to get calm. Okay, rude and calm. That's a great combination to someone like doesn't do with the and poised. Even better. So it's like someone who doesn't like attack you with their claws, they attack you with their words. Yes. This will go great. Poised. Also very fun to draw, like a glare over a calm expression, maybe. Glare and calm are not the same expression. Anyway, pattern time. I'm really hoping not bird. Birds are so hard to oh no. No. Oh, why? It's bird-like patterns. Oh, it is. Why? Okay, we can do this. I don't like getting bird patterns because they're so hard to put onto a dragon. Not my favorite. But we'll just look for a green, blue bird. Green, yellow bird. Green, yellow bird. Thank you, Google. Aha! Okay, here's one. Northern Parula, which I will definitely remember how to spell. And it's some good color schemes. They're yellow on the chest, blue above. Now time for accessory. I sometimes do or do not do these. Just sometimes the look comes out too complicated. But scarves is a good one. Scarves. Okay. And then on to ability. I'm really hoping no ability because I don't want to have to try to draw an ability into this already pretty complicated dragon. There we go. No special ability. Okay, great. And then we'll go draw ourselves a dragon. Okay, now we've got our dragon and our bird, and now it is backstory time. Parula was born to a sandwing jackal and a rainwing leafwing hybrid named Cloudy. Jackal had originally been born in the sandwing stronghold and raised there, but when the war started, he refused to fight and was kicked out by Burn. Kicked out as in he was sentenced to death, and he ran away to save his life. He met Cloudy in between the rainforest and the Jadewing Mountain in a place that was relatively peaceful. No mudwings really came there, for there was not a lot of prey nor a lot of mud there. Rainwings didn't venture out of their rainforest, so they are safe in between the mountains and the trees. They ended up starting a family when they had Parula, and her Cloudy and Jackal both taught her that sandwings and rainwings were untrustworthy, as many of the other tribes. Cloudy had been kicked out by her rainwing tribe because of her characteristics from leafwings. They found them unpretty and strange. Parula grew up not liking many other tribes, so when the war ended when she was a couple months old, her family didn't move back in with any of the tribes. It wasn't until a few years later that Parula's mother went to work and teach Rainwing children in the schools. She helped not only teach them things about the world, but also to remind them of what's important in life, and hint, it's not looks. Jackal decided to help Cloudy with this by traveling around the world to bring things back for the kids. Scales from other dragons, trinkets from other countries, so on and so forth, and he took Parula with him. On their travels, occasionally they would get caught in between after-war skirmishes that were held up by grudges. Jackal taught Parula not to take any crap from any other dragons, but she wasn't very physically strong, so she ended up using her quick tongue to distract them when she usually got away. This worked about 99% of the time, and she saw no reason to really practice any battle strategies, and not to work up any muscle. When they went back to the rainforest to drop off their trinkets, she and her family had a lovely little, still had their lovely little house in between the mountains and the forest. Though she grew up around these other raining dragonettes, she didn't really interact much with them. During this time, she'd been getting several invites from Jade Mountain, but her parents didn't want her to leave their house so early, so she continued to live with them until she was 7 when she went off to Jade Mountain. Her time at Jade Mountain was really difficult because she was still one of the early hybrids, and especially since they started to clue together that her mother had in fact been the daughter of a Leafwing, and many people had mixed opinions about whether the distant dragons were terrible and ruined their chances on their continent, or if they were amazing things. So she was torn between being goggled at like a zoo animal and being treated like a monster. Her winglet, though, learned to really love her, because though she could throw insults like anything, she also could really understand people's emotions, and could often help the dragonets in her winglet understand each other better. She also knew so much of other countries that the other dragons felt like she could really understand them. She also protected anyone from bullying, because she didn't stand with that. She would occasionally get into fights, but often it was just words. People described her like a storm with no lightning, just thunder. After her time at Jade Mountain, she went back to the rainforest to helping teach with her mother. Doctors at the time were advising hybrids not to have children because they were worried about having too many hybrids together and causing deformities. So she worked pretty lonely until she started working at some of the orphanages. She especially liked to work with hybrid children because she wanted to make sure that other hybrid dragonettes would have the same safe, caring life childhood that she did, and not bullied or even hurt by people still anti-hybrid. This is all I got for her backstory, really. I'll comment in a minute to help discuss her designs. think she's looking pretty good. I mainly did a rainwing sandwing for her because the leafwing is what I rolled last. I did incorporate the leafwing some with the dapples over her body. I also really like those dapples because I like how I mixed in the black and the white that were on the bird, especially on the wings, making because they had striped feathers, and I liked how I made the stripes on the wings. One of the things that did really throw me off is the head shape, and they're just sometimes hard to do at that angle. I was worried that her horn would stick out too much because it's such a different color, but the yellow gleam over it makes it look a lot better. I was also really concerned for her eyes because the bird has black eyes, but black eyes never look good. They always look a little creepy. I did misspell her name, but I fixed it, so it doesn't count. And I think that's all that DJ Stylus is going to draw today. I will see you next time.